man-made virus.
Hey guys, the Amazing Mason here, and today I am doing a video of top 15 ways the world could end. So, hold on, sorry about that. So, yeah, let's start.
Stephen Hawking suggests that one of the ways the world could end is through genetically engineered viruses, which could extinguish swaths of people. For instance, in 2011, a Dutch research team mutated the H5N1 virus, aka the bird flu virus, into one that was even more infectious. The genetic structure of the virus was mutated only 5 times, but had the potential to contaminate far more people than ye olde bird flu.
You hear that, guys? A bird flu. Bird virus, bird flu. No, that's just not good.
Because through these mutations, the virus had been made airborne. In fact, estimates claimed an airborne bird flu could potentially infect more than half of the global population, being that more than half of bird flu victims of that pandemic ended up dead. The destructive potentiality of man-made viruses is very real and very deadly. Apart from these man-made viruses being weaponized for biowarfare, a lab accident could also result in an infectious mega man-made virus that could destroy us all. Well, one might suggest to simply stop doing such research that pits man against mutated viruses. This research also demonstrates the capabilities of the virus. In this case, the H5N1 virus was found to be transmittable from mammal to mammal. With this knowledge, scientists can preemptively work towards vaccines and perhaps prevent these viruses mutating in such ways. Needless to say, Stephen Hawking is absolutely right to worry about this, and you probably should too. Number 14, AI. The world ending due to the advancement of artificial intelligence is another of Hawking's theories. According to an open letter endorsed by Hawking and signed by a number of AI and robotics researchers,
I didn't hear that.
And that advancing AI weapon development will lead to a global arms race, as the raw materials to build such weapons are inexpensive and easy to obtain. They can be mass-produced by any major military power. Unlike nuclear weapons, dictators, warlords, terrorists, and black market traders will all be able to produce them and buy them, and must say, populations will be more easily subdued, assassinations and ethnic cleansings carried out, and nations destabilized.
So what that was saying was that maybe technology advances so much that people could die easily. I'm not talking to you.
By AI technology, autonomous weapons will become the Kalashnikovs of tomorrow. It also suggests that AI can be put to better use by making battlefields safer, particularly for civilians, but should not be used to construct new death tools. Just as most chemists and biologists have no interest in building chemical or biological weapons, most AI researchers have no interest in building AI weapons, the letter puts forth. Hawking also says that while humanity and technology continues to progress, staying on top of the dangers presented by science and technology advancements is imperative to humanity's survival. Number 13, superhumans. Imagine if you had the capacity to choose your own genes. You could choose to be the smartest, the strongest, the most beautiful, the most agile, and physically fit. You'd probably choose all of the above. No harm in that, right? Now imagine an army of genetically modified superhumans who are all of these things. Suddenly, the thought doesn't seem so non-threatening. Stephen Shou, Vice President for Research and Graduate Studies at Michigan State and an advisor to BGI, formerly Beijing Genomics Institute, is in the process of developing super smart humans. BGI is sequencing the genomes of 2,000 of the world's most intelligent people to be used in genetic modification experiments. Of the project, Shou states, "We can be confident that, whatever it means, ability of this kind will far exceed the maximum ability among the approximately 100 billion total individuals who have ever lived. We can imagine savant-like capabilities that might be present all at once, nearly perfect recall of images and language,
So that's saying maybe superhumans.
fast thinking and calculation, powerful geometric visualization, even in higher dimensions, the ability to execute multiple analysis or traits of thought in parallel at the same time, the list goes on. Human germ-like engineering involves constructing new traits that one can inherit by meddling with the genes in the egg and the sperm. It could theoretically make a whole species that's as intelligent as Stephen Hawking, as fit as Serena Williams, as stupidly beautiful as Angelina Jolie. It could create men and women with superhuman strength and mind. The DNA of these superhumans may require that they only breed with other superhumans, with one species supremely superior to the other. Natural selection may determine that regular old humans are no longer needed. After our species becomes extinct, superhuman modifications may be the result of survival of the fittest. While this may not destroy the entire world, it would destroy all of humankind, leaving a synthetically designed superhuman species to take our place in the hierarchy. Number 12, TMI. Although having too much information may seem irritating, but not world-ending, information overload is, in fact, one of the ways the world could end in 100 years. As outlined by futurist Ray Kurzweil, the moment we reach information overload, the lines between human and machine intelligence will blur. Technological progress will accelerate to a point of no return, but does that necessarily mean the world will end? Although there may not be a cataclysmic implosion, the way humans relate to the world most certainly will end. With the capability to transfer man's mind to a computer, death will become null and void. Forget all you think you know about the world. The machine-human morph will strip all of that away, and we'll all be in an entirely different element. The human-machine hybrid will evolve to the point that it becomes an entirely different species, one whose lifeblood is technology. Perhaps the remaining Homo sapiens can simply unplug the hybrids before they overpower us, return to the Dark Ages, and start anew. Or perhaps their new high-functioning Homo singular friends will discover a method to stay powered on without electricity and will destroy their techless comrades. Who knows what lies ahead? Kurzweil seems to, and as he claims our doomsday is set for 2045, holy Moses, that's well under 100 years. Save yourselves while you can. That's Control S for Windows, Command Shift S for Mac. Number 11, vacuum collapse. Science fiction writers have a keen sense for predicting the future. Kurt Vonnegut is one of them. Vonnegut wrote of Ice 9 in his book, Cat's Cradle. Ice 9 is a stable form of water that's solid at room temperature. The problem is a tiny bit of Ice 9 was capable of turning the rest of the water on Earth into the same. With a sudden freezing over of the entire globe's worth of water, the result could be catastrophic. Although Ice 9 is fictional, it was based on a real-life theory. According to a cosmological model, the universe was once empty space, filled with energy and known as a false vacuum. As with the Ice 9 concept.
Alright guys, so, too late. I will do a part 2 and finish this. So, yeah. Bye.